Hi there. We're continuing our progress through the scriptures, and we're in Psalm 22 today. In Hebrew, Tehillim Kaf Bet. Kaf is 20, Bet is the numeral for 2. And it's entitled Lamnatzer to the director, and it's Ayalet Shachar, which means the wings of the dawn, perhaps, or the hinds of the dawn. This is looking to dawn. It could be a melody, it could be a musical style, we're not quite sure, but it's also, Mizmor David, it's also a musical composition of David, or in Davidic style. So this is perhaps one of the most famous psalms because it's a psalm that Jesus himself cried out when he was on the cross in identification with man's situation. He shouted it out, he called it out in Aramaic, his mother language, his dialect, which was Eli Eli lama sabachthani. But here the psalmist singing in Hebrew says Eloi 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 lama azavtani, which is the Hebrew equivalent. But it's a song of dereliction, a song of, God, I feel you're far away. Why are you forsaking me? Why have you left me alone? And why is everything going wrong for me? I'm calling, but you don't answer, and yet I know that you're God. In fact, he says that you are enthroned on the praises of Israel. He's saying, I've seen you, I've seen your presence, I've seen you, I know you're there, so why do you seem so far away now? And why do I feel like such a worm? That famous verse, I'm a worm and not a man. Why do I feel so worm-like? That doesn't mean we are worms, but it's that feeling, that sense of, God, you're so far away. Everyone is shaking their head at me. Everyone's going, how terrible. He's feeling so down. He's feeling so sad. He says he's the one, God is the one who actually enabled him to be born. God was the one who assisted his birth. Without God, there would be no life. And so he's saying, I've been looking to you from my birth. So don't be far away from me, he says. Don't go away from me. He says, I've been surrounded by many bulls, and sturdy cows of Bashan have surrounded me. This could be a referral to pagan idols shaped like calves or bulls. It could even be a reference to the golden calf idols or the calf idols that later came in Israel. But he's saying, I'm surrounded by these strong adversaries, these people who are pushing against me. My energy is gone like a potsherd. My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth, and I'm just surrounded by these terrible people. And then lastly, the singer sings that amazing statement that is an amazing prophecy of what's to come all those years after, when it says they play dice for my clothes. And of course, this is the prophecy that was invoked when Jesus' own clothes were being diced for by the Roman soldiers. So there's the clear messianic content here. There's a clear pointing forward, saying what was going to happen to Jesus on the cross. We're leaving it at verse 18 there, but it's the clear cry from the heart. The second part of the psalm changes in tone somewhat and looks more hopeful to God. But here there is this sense of complete dereliction, this complete being left alone. What's important here is that we see that the singer is able to express this. This is not an expression of unfaith or expression of unbelief. This is part of bringing human life to God. And it's significant that when Jesus uses this psalm on the cross, in the moment of his sense of dereliction, on his feeling far from his Father, when he uses this, he actually is identifying with us in our most difficult moments. Let's therefore rejoice, let's be glad that we have a Saviour who knows everything we're going through from beginning to end and is with us through it. Have a good day.